Second Eastro would score on a Lopez ground out, getting the game in motion, getting things done. And Bill, you take a look inside the numbers. Franklin Gutierrez is about to do something that only 8 other Mariners have done. That's have 15 home runs, 15 stolen bases in a season, just 1 stolen base away. We talk a lot about the defense, but the well-rounded game, the offense has been a bit of a surprise. But these are some really good numbers he's putting up.
You're absolutely right. This is no park that is an easy park to hit in for a right-hander, but this is a nice milestone for him. He's proven he's a big leaguer. He's shown that he can run, he can hit with power. He's played great center field, but I think this is just the start of a guy that's going to hit 20 homers, that could hit 25 homers and steal as many bases.
That guy is finally getting an opportunity, setting career highs in hits and at-bats and RBIs. We see it across the board, getting a big chance today. Well, we're just minutes away from first pitch, of course, of Game 2 of the 3-game set. Did you know, the Mariners first in the American League in earned run average 3.95. The White Sox second at 4.15. So Bill said take the under yesterday. That was the key yesterday. But how about today's Northwest Ford Store's keys to the game, Bill?
Now we're going to take a little down-under flavor to start the keys for the game. How about boomerang him? I thought that was kind of fun. You know that Ryan Rowland-Smith probably threw one of those when he was a kid. And thinking about the break of the boomerang, that was what it was missing in his last start against the Angels, his curveball. He'll have that back again today. That's going to be important against this heavy right-hand hitting White Sox lineup. Number 2, room service. Everybody's heard of the room service fastball. The Mariners normally don't get room service at home, but they do tonight. Gavin Floyd, the Mariners' .342 batting average against him career with 5 homers. A bunch of guys with nasty crooked numbers. More of the same tonight. Last but not least, tag team. That's what I'm looking for. We got the Aussie on the mound. He doesn't even know what a pitch count is. There's no such thing in Australia. 8 from the Aussie, 1 from Arjma. That's your tag team tonight.
It's not the gauntlet, but it's just Arjma in the 9th for save right. Number. It was to be 35 or 36. All right, so you like the Mariners' chances of evening up this set against the White Sox tonight. We'd like to hear that. We also like to hear from Dave Sims and Mike Blowers up in the broadcast booth about to call the game. And gentlemen, certainly a fun at-bat last night that we got to see from Ken Griffey Jr. Another great moment from Jr. this year.
Sure was, Brad, no question about it. And the thing about Jr., he's the life of this ball club. On the field, off the field, in the dugout, he means that much to the ball club. And then last night he came up big with an outstanding at bat. He hit a couple of balls foul, and then he got one out of here.
Some good signs for Junior. He hit a couple of balls into the gap in Texas, and then last night a split finger to him. Gets out in front just a little bit, just misses the foul pole and hooks it foul. Again, another split that he hits. You can see the curve on that ball. But Junior, of course, makes the adjustment. He hits this one about 415 feet deep into the seats out in right center field. Gets the Mariners off to a great start.
Hey, no doubt about it for Ken Griffey Jr., career home run number 626. Look at some of the numbers that apply to his Hall of Fame career. 440 home runs against right-handers. He's done a great job here with Seattle. I like that stat. Go-ahead home runs, 216.
Well, it's a terrific number. How about the 15 grand slams also? And 3 inside the park home runs for Junior.
Not bad. Meanwhile, the Chicago White Sox, they're in a heck of a battle. They are the defending champions in the AL Central. They have to jump over 2 teams to win this thing.
Well, but look at the Tigers. The Tigers continue to struggle a little bit, and they're kind of keeping the Chicago White Sox in this thing. If Chicago can get on a little bit of a run, you never know.
Well, we've seen a lot of crazy things happen in the month of September. Starting pitchers tonight, you've got Gavin Floyd for the White Sox and Ryan Rowland-Smith. Good matchup here. A couple of big, strong young guys.
Yeah, no question about it. Ryan Rowland-Smith has pitched well since he's been recalled from AAA. You look at him, he's done a nice job of working deep into games. The key for him today is he's going to have to pitch inside to the right-handers and use the good changeup. I think his breaking ball is a much improved pitch for him. But the bottom line for Ryan is get your pitch count down early in the game so you can go deep. He's pitched well.
Gavin Floyd is a guy that won 17 games last year for the Chicago White Sox. And Ryan Rowland-Smith, he's got the potential to do the same type of thing. But this young guy last year, 17 Ws. How's he been pitching so far this year?
Well, I think he's been inconsistent at times, but the one thing he's done against the Mariners consistently is spot his fastball. He's come up with a good cutter that's caused problems for some of the left-handed hitters in the Mariner lineup. The big thing for him, though, for him to really get it going is his curveball, Dave. And it takes him an inning or 2 to get that pitch, so hopefully the Mariners can jump on him early.
Tough loss last night for the Mariners in their quest to finish over 500. They've got to get these next couple of games, and we're moments away from first pitch. Ryan Rowland-Smith starting for the Mariners. We'll be back with more right after this at Safeco Field. Safeco Field, they feel the love for Ken Griffey Jr. And inside Safeco Field with the roof extended tonight, it's game 2 of a 3-game set. It's the Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. Welcome inside Safeco Field, everybody. Along with Mike Flowers, I'm Dave Sims. Glad you can join us for the second game of a short homestand. The Yankees will be in for the next 3 games after a day game tomorrow. Earlier today, Jen Mueller had a chance to catch up with Mike Carp, who starts again at first base. And let's hear what Mike's thoughts are about tonight's game and how he's been playing since being called up.
I'm just trying to show off my skill set and show them what possibly for next year. Hopefully I can help the team out and stuff like that. And just getting to play now, and I just want to show off what I can do.
That at-bat last night, Griffey got a lot of looks before he homered, and then you came up later in the inning. How much did his at-bat help you see the pitches?
It helped a lot because, obviously I watched. He's a left-handed hitter. I'm a left-handed hitter. So anything that he's going to do to him, he might possibly do to me. So I watched that, and he ended up hanging a change-up, and I got just enough of it to flick it out in right field. What
kind of other things are you learning from your teammates, whether it be Lopez, who's getting in on the action, or Griffey or Sweeney in there?
They're all helping out a lot. Just mannerisms in the clubhouse. How to act. How to, not act so much like a rookie, but fit in like the other guys. You saw Griffey get on me earlier, but they're just helping me out a lot. As far as game goes and on and off the field too. So it's nice.
So what's the biggest offense of you acting like a rookie? What's the biggest example?
We were in Texas the other day and fell asleep on the couch next to Griffey. So that was a bad move, I guess. A nice little picture of it. It was pretty funny, though.
That'll be a picture you can show his grandkids. The education of a young Major League Baseball player. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game.
Thank you, Dave. For Ozzie Guillen and the White Sox, it'll be Podsednik, Beckham, Pierzynski, Konerko, Ramirez, Dye, Quinton. Rios back in the lineup. He will hit 8th, and Nix will hit 9th. Take a look at the numbers for Ryan Rowland-Smith. He's done a really nice job since he was recalled. I think he's somebody that the Mariners can be excited about having into the rotation next year. You take a look at his numbers. 3.88 ERA. And the defense behind him, Langerhans, Gutierrez, and Ichiro in the outfield. Beltre, Wilson, Lopez, Carp over at first.
And here we are, first pitch to Scott Podsednik. 64 degrees with the roof extended here, covering us up. Some ugly clouds above Seattle here tonight. Scott Podsednik went 2 for 4 last night. These White Sox have won 8 of the last 12. Kenji Jojima gives chase. Can't get it. Ozzie Guillen. This ball club trying to hang in here in the American League Central race. So we showed you Detroit and Minnesota ahead of them, and have head-to-head battles with those clubs still to come. Ryan Rowland-Smith has been impressive. 7 innings, 8 innings, and 8 innings his last 3 starts as Podsednik swings through. 2-2. Well, that's something Ryan can really hang his hat on, the fact that he can go deeper. We sort of thought this could be something that would happen as we watched him earlier this year and even last year. He's a big, strong guy that can get you deep.
I don't think there's any question about it, and I think he does a pretty good job for the most part on his efficiency with his pitches. And I know that's something that Don Wakamatsu and Rick Adair, John Wetland, those guys have been preaching it all year long. They want guys to get in and out as quickly as they can. And Ryan throws a lot of strikes. His changeup has been a big pitch. He can get some easy ground ball outs at times.
And he works at very quick pace. Mike Carp charges, makes the play. 1 out.
Take a look at it. Tough play for Carp. He comes in and gets it. A little bit of an in-between hop, but he smothers it into his glove. See him using 2 hands, and this Podsednik easy after he catches it.
Bring up third baseman Gordon Beckham 0 for 5 last night. Converted second baseman. They like what he has done. This young man over at third base.
He made some terrific plays in last night's game, both to his left and right.
Good year. 11 home runs, 53 runs batted in. Pops this one up. Josh Wilson makes the play 2 down. Tough loss for the Mariners last night. They had a 3-2 lead. Ian Snell left the game after 6 innings. He was the pitcher of record. And then a tough go in the 7th inning. Sean Kelly came in and gave up back-to-back base hits. Got a strikeout. They brought in Lowe. He got an out. And then A.J. Przinsky had a 10-pitch at bat, 3-2 pitch. He singled in 2. And Konerko followed with an RBI single and broke it open. And here's A.J. right now, 8th leading hitter in the American League. Popped up, playable. Beltre makes the catch, and Ryan Rowland-Smith very efficient here in the 1st inning. Nothing across for the White Sox. The Mariners coming back. Glad you could join us here at Safeco Field. Show us the lineup.
For Don Wakamatsu, leading things off, it'll be Ichiro, Gutierrez, Lopez, Griffey with a home run in last night's game. He will hit 4th. Beltre, Kenji, Carp, Langerhans getting the start in left field. He will hit 8th, and Josh Wilson filling in for Jack Wilson. Had a heel bruise last night. He will be the shortstop hitting 9th. Take a look at the numbers for Floyd. ERA under 4, 190 innings pitched this year. He's done a nice job in that category. And the defense behind him. In the outfield will be Podzegnik, Rios, and Dye. Across the infield, Beckham, Ramirez, Nix, and Paul Konerko over at first. A.J. Pierzynski will be behind the plate.
Ichiro stands in. 202 hits on this 09 campaign. Make it 203. Gapper makes a big turn. Digging for 2. The throw from center field not in time. Good start for the Mariners. A double by Ichiro. His 30th double of the season.
It's one of the keys against Gavin Floyd. He typically struggles a little bit in the first couple innings with his curveball, and Ichiro hits a fastball. You can see it's down away from him, but hits a solid line drive into the gap. Rios, a good outfielder playing center field tonight. Tries to get in it quickly, but with Ichiro's speed, he makes it into second easily.
Mariners last night, 2 runs in the second, 1 in the third, blanked the rest of the way. Left 9 men on. Night when they had 3 runs on 10 hits. Here's Gutierrez, 1 for 3 last evening. Strike 1.
Looked like Gutierrez bunting there, maybe trying to bunt for a base hit also. He clearly wasn't giving himself up for a sacrifice. Not a bad idea.
Picked up a sacrifice bunt in the 7th inning last night. 13 sacrifice hits. There we go. Sacrifice bunts, rather. Done a very good job in that category. Oh, 2.
And you can see him on that pitch. Pitch inside. Fastball trying to inside out it to the right side. He's going to make an out, make it a productive out. Trying to move the runner up. He has his work cut out for him now, made an 0-2 count.
Tigers have beaten Kansas City 4-3. Swing and miss. Gutierrez is gone. Floyd on the season, strikeout number 163. Minnesota's won too. Minnesota beat Cleveland 7-3 up in Minneapolis. Are Mariners playing for something? Yes, sir. Trying to finish over 500. And these White Sox are trying to stay alive in the American League Central. Here's Lopez. Jose 0 for 5 last evening. He put up a good fight. 2 outs, bottom 9 last night with a couple of men on. A 9-pitch at bat before he struck out to end the ball game with Ken Griffey Jr. on deck. To right field. Jermaine Dye not going to get it. Ichiro's going to score 1-0. Mariners on an RBI double by Jose Lopez. So Lopez picks up another RBI, adding to his team lead. That's number 88.
Lopez being aggressive. First pitch fastball away from him and just slices it down in the right field corner. So Ichiro with a base hit on the first pitch, and now Lopez does the same thing.
So Jose Lopez coming up. 37th double. Leads the ball club in that category as well. Here's Junior. Goes the other way. Line drive right at Pitsednik. 2 down.
Mariner hitters being aggressive early in the game. Junior swinging at first pitch, hits the ball hard right to left field, but Ichiro, Lopez, and Junior all swinging at first pitches.
Well, Lopez had good numbers against Floyd. 6 for 14 coming in. Junior was 3 for 5. And Ichiro 6 for 14. There's Adrian Beltre. Beltre 286 against Floyd, 4 for 14. Angel Hernandez behind home plate. Randy Marsh at first. Lance Barksdale at second, and Marvin Hudson at third. Tight to Beltre. Adrian 1 for 4 last evening. We hate to see a tough guy like him limited to just 95 games. I always look for him at 150 plus. 2-1. AB outside. Kenji Jojima is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Count runs full now with a run in, runner at second. Floyd 6'5". He's out of Annapolis, Maryland. Lives in Palm Harbor, Florida. First round pick of the Phillies in June 2001. Breaking ball hit the other way, foul.
It looked like he was throwing more two-seamers to the first few hitters of the game, and now when Beltre's up there, he's throwing more cutters. It's a fairly new pitch for him this year. That's when you see the velocity drop. His cutters more in the 86 to 87 range. That last pitch was a good breaking ball that Adrian fouled off.
Seems like this kid's been around forever. He's just 26. Breakout year last year, 17-8. 3-2 to Beltre. Goes the other way, dumps it into right field. Lopez got a good start. He's going to score. Beltre shifts into high gear. Here's the throw to second. He is out. But he picks up an RBI. Good throw by Jermaine Dye. The run does count. Mariners, after the first inning now, have a 2-0 lead. And here's a nice throw by Jermaine Dye. And they got Beltre with plenty to spare. But a good inning for the Mariners. 2-0 Seattle.
Welcome back to Mariners Baseball on FSN. The Tracer is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Well, the Mariners have given Ryan Rollins-Smith a 2-run lead after the first inning. They had a 2-0 lead for Ian Snell last night. Mike, as we talked about all the time this season, boys, add on, pile it on. Don't settle for just this.
Well, especially against the White Sox, although offensively they've struggled at times this year, they will hit some home runs, and anytime you have the ability to do that, you can get back into a game. And the expectation when you score early should be to tack on a few more runs, and the Mariners weren't able to do that last night, scoring 3 early in the game. But Ryan Rollins-Smith has pitched well, so hopefully he can keep the White Sox at bay for a while and let the Mariner offense get back at it again.
1-1 to Paul Konerko, first baseman, 2 for 4 last night with a run and a walk. Konerko, Ramirez, and Dye, 4, 5, and 6 here for the White Sox. Field, H-row takes a look. It's going to go foul. Out of play. Take a listen. You can hear Ryan Rollins-Smith as he exhales. It almost reminds you of when you watch a tennis match. Broken bat looper. Josh Wilson watches Langer hands come in, make a diving catch. Did a great jump, but he made a very good recovery. Nicely done. 1 out.
He's done a nice job defensively with Konerko up. You have to respect his power, and he comes running in after he gets jammed. You're right, Dave. He had a little bit of a late start getting in, but he made a nice catch. Stayed with it.
Tell you what, he has done a nice job of opportunities he's had to play in the outfield. Time he had his face plant in Detroit. Another looper. Lopez not going to get it. Base hit Ramirez. We saw him bang into the fence in Cleveland and get up. And I thought it was a valiant effort when he did the old hand grenade lob to get it back in. I thought that was gutsy.
And fortunately for the Mariners, he didn't miss a lot of time because of that, because it didn't look good.
Oh, I tell you what, he was going full out in Cleveland. Did a nice job. There's Jermaine Dye. tough a game is the game of baseball. This guy, world champion in 05, he's an all-star. He's 0 for 20 in his last 6 games, 8 for 75 in his last 21. Second half of the year, 5 home runs, 17 RBI after he went 20 and 55 in the first half. I mean, he just falling right off the table.
Anybody that has spent any time playing this game, I don't care who you are, what those numbers you just read, and he's been a terrific player. This game will give you a big slice of humble pie at any time.
Yeah. 1 home run, 5 ribbies in his last 32 games. Last year of his contract, making around 10, 11 mil. Spoken to one manager, said he would love to have him on his ball club. He's Jermaine JD's about 35. Big part of the 05 championship. Ramirez has 14 stolen bases.
I think even with his recent struggles that you've been talking about, he will not have any problem at all finding a job this winter.
Base hit. First and second for the White Sox with 1 out here in the second inning. The pitch up.
I've hung a curveball. Take a look at a hanging breaking ball that he bangs into left field. Did you see Dye when he was on first base right there, Dave? He's asking for the ball.
I saw that.
Broke the 0 for 20. Let me get that ball.
Perpetual reminder of being humble, right?
Yeah,
put it up
in
in a man. Okay, hey, this broken 0 for 20. Chance for 2. There's 1. Mark it up. Nicely turned by Josh Wilson, Jose Lopez, Mike Carp, Ryan Roland Smith out of the inning. 2-0 Mariners.
Seattle Mariners baseball on FSN is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment and dining destination.
Bottom of the second inning, Mariners with a 2-0 lead for Ryan Roland Smith. Kenji Jojima is going to lead it off. Mike Carp and then Ryan Langer hands. Kenji bounces 1 foul. Good night for him last evening, going 2 for 4. Double in the second, single in the sixth. And he had a good road trip, going 6 for 19. He's got very good numbers against Floyd, 3 for 6. Angels leading at Boston 7-5. That's in the 8th. The other score we were talking about earlier, Oakland shuts out Texas 4-0. How about that?
You go back and you look at things, and the Rangers fought so hard to get the games in when the Mariners were there. And the Mariners ended up winning 2 out of 3, and now Oakland's giving it to them. You never know.
Tom Hicks is battling all kinds of financial problems. Major League Baseball refused to lend him about $15 million the other day. Kenji drives one deep left center field. Going back by Sednick. He is not going to get it. Kenji has got a 2-base hit. 4 for 7. Kenji Jojima against Gavin Floyd. Good start to the 2nd inning.
Take a look at the swing by Kenji. Stays behind this nicely. Hits it into the gap. Already the 3rd double in the game for the Mariners. Again, talked about it. A lot of the starters have a tough time the first couple innings, just kind of feeling their way through it. The Mariners taking advantage of that early. Perfectly placed right in the gap.
2nd inning in a row. Started with a double. Ichiro scored on the RBI by Lopez. Lopez doubled. He scored on a Beltre base hit. Strike one on the Mike Carp. Carp last night, RBI single, his first major league triple. He went 2 for 4. Not had a whole lot of at-bats for Carp here. His 14th game, his 33rd at-bat. No, it's not a lot to go on, but what do you see when you watch him as a hitter?
Well, I think for the most part he's shown good plate discipline, has a good idea of the strike zone. And he looks to me like he can handle the pitches both inside to him and away. We saw him hit a couple of changeups last night.
And triple to the right center field gap last evening.
I guess what I'm curious to see from this point forward is, can he produce some of the power numbers that you would like to see out of your first baseman? But so far he's off to a good start.
Moves the runner over. Canerco thought about it. Take the out. Carp does his job. There's your productive out.
Winning baseball. Good chance to move the runner up. He knows what his job is and finds a pitch that he can pull.
Teammates appreciate the importance of what he just did. Now a chance from Langerhans. Base hit, fly ball can give the Mariners a 3-0 lead. There's your fly ball. Plenty deep. The Langerhans does the job. Following fine job by Carp and Jojima. There's another run on the board for the Mariners. It's 3-0. Langerhans 10th RBI.
Nice to see production from the bottom of your lineup. This is definitely something that Don Wakamatsu will talk about after the game is over. Mariners able to produce a run with a couple of outs. Always makes the manager happy.
Strike one to Josh Wilson. Breaking ball misses. Josh hitting .268. He's got 3 home runs, 8 RBI. Ramirez, glove it. Throw out Josh Wilson. Mariners do pick up a run. 2 in the books. Safeco Field, a 3-0 lead. Ryan Langerhans getting the job done. It'll be Rios, Nix, and Podsednik coming up. top of the third. Time now for our Aflac trivia question. Can you name the only three pitchers that have a 300 strikeout season since Nolan Ryan retired? Pretty good question. Name the three pitchers who've had a 300 strikeout season since Nolan Ryan retired. Alex Rios to lead it off. We're talking about Jermaine Dye's problems. This young man's struggling big time. I was talking to Darren Jackson, who does radio for the White Sox. He said that Alex is not driving the ball from his weight transfer. He did that time, but he said he's been just sort of like pivoting on that back foot and not driving, getting that weight transfer back to front, and anything inside he can handle. Anything away, forget it. That pitch looked like that was well inside his zone, and he got a base hit.
Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez.
Here's the Toronto roll.
Waiting for some help now.
Got the white flag out now, just casting it out. I need help. The hitter is Jason Nix, the second baseman.
Roger Clemens, maybe?
Well, I think you're good on the first two for sure.
Yeah, Curtis just told me no on that one.
Well hit, hooking, foul. Wow, there it was.
Wow,
that guy was standing there going, hey, I got a ball coming, and almost dunked him right in the head. Ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That's a really good changeup down in the zone. Ryan Rowland-Smith's first strikeout. One down here in the third.
Take a look at the changeup. I think it's his best pitch. Working off of his fastball. Great location, too, on the outside corner. See the bottom fall out of it.
Top of the order, Scott Podsednik. Rounded out the Carp his first time.
How about Kurt Schilling?
Runner goes. Got a huge shove. Throw by Kenji. Got rid of it quickly. Got him. Nice throw, Kenji Jojima. That is a fabulous release. Great footwork. Kenji Jojima is now thrown out 19 runners out of 37.
Most improved part of his game this year. His ability to throw out the runners, and a big part of it is what you talked about. I think it goes to his footwork. He went through a period there where he was just kind of flipping it down their sidearm, trying to be quick, but he's quicker with his feet, which gives him a little bit stronger throw. Ball's not tailing as much as it used to.
Well, he exploded out of there. That was textbook. Oh, an outstanding job. Gets him a little bit over 50% now. Josh Wilson going back. Langer hands in. Wilson takes it. And Ryan Rowland-Smith faces the minimum thanks to Alex Rios getting thrown out by Kenji Jojima. 3-0 Mariners.
Ichiro Suzuki.
3-0 Mariners. Middle game of a 3-game set with the Chicago White Sox. Ichiro's going to lead it off here in the third. He opened up the Mariners portion of the ball game with a double to left center field. Came around and scored on a Lopez double in the first inning. Scoreboard watching for you. Angels now tied with Boston 7-7 in the ninth. Oakland beat Texas 4-0. Inside to Ichiro. Minnesota 7-3 over Cleveland. What happened to Tampa Bay, Mike? 2-1 they lose to Baltimore. They're now at 500, the defending American League champions.
Playing in the East is tough enough, and if you start to struggle, really take it on the chin, and they certainly have.
Mariners will see Tampa Bay next Tuesday, Wednesday down in St. Petersburg. 2-1 to Ichiro. Gutierrez and Lopez to follow. Draws a walk. First walk out of the ball game. Take a look at the standings. The Yankees rallied to win tonight against Toronto. 7-game lead on Boston. Wild card. Boston in pretty good shape right now. Texas done a little fade here. Have some action down in the bullpen. DJ Carrasco.
Texas lost. What is it, 5 out of 6 now?
Yeah. There's Gutierrez, struck out last time up. Great year for Franklin Gutierrez. This is game number 137 for him.
Pierzynski just ran out to the mound. He went out there, as you look at Alan Cockrell, he went out to the mound. Talking about Carrasco getting loose. It came from the dugout. They told me to go out and buy some time.
Started Don Cooper, the pitching coach. He's a fun guy to talk to because he's going to tell you what he's thinking. Talking about Gutierrez's games played. Previous high last year, 134 games. Getting into new territory for Franklin. Ball and 2 strikes to Gutierrez. Floyd doing a good job. First pitch strikes.
Now the reason why the Mariners have been so aggressive with him.
Ball and 2 strikes. Bouncing ball down to Beckham. He'll get just the one. He knew he didn't have a shot at Ichiro. So Gutierrez gets Ichiro to scoring position. 1 out. One of the biggest fan appreciation nights in Safeco Field history is set for Friday, October 2nd. Mariners are going to host the Rangers. It's going to be prize giveaways all game long, including 2 round-trip domestic airline tickets courtesy of Westgate Travel, digital cameras, 50-inch plasma TVs, Blu-ray disc players, autographed jerseys, and more. Do yourself a favor. Get your tickets at mariners.com. win their game with Matsui tying it with a 2-run homer in the 8th, and Francisco Cervelli winning it in the 9th to beat Toronto Blue Jays. The Mariners will see the Blue Jays next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Only visit to Toronto. Shortstop Ramirez throw out Lopez, 2 down with each row going to third. For Affleck, trivia question reads like this: name the only 3 pitchers to have 300 strikeout seasons since Nolan Ryan retired. And Ryan retired in 1993. The answer is, Mike, you're on the money there, Randy Johnson, Curt Schilling, Pedro Martinez. Bush Jr. Hall of Fame for all 3 of those guys?
Wow. Johnson for sure. How many wins does Pedro have?
230s, 240s. I think he's 5-0 with Philly right now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
5-0.
You've seen the way they hit. I was just looking at Jason Worth hit a home run tonight. They got 4 guys with 30 home runs. Worth hit another one tonight. Jason Worth's got 34 bombs. Utley's got 31. Raul Labanya's got 31, and big boy Ryan Howard's got 38. Fastball gets the inside corner, 1-2. Junior hit number 626 last night. 3-2 pitch. Freddie Garcia leading off the 2nd inning. Bouncing ball. Second baseman Nix will shovel to Konerko. Griffey and the Mariners are gone. 3 in the books, a 3-0 lead for Seattle and Ryan Rowland-Smith. Les Schwab celebrating over 50 years of pride and performance. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers with you. Rick Grizzle join you in the 5th inning. Dave Neathouse with the day off. 3-0 Mariners. It'll be Gordon Beckham, A.J. Pierzynski, and Paul Konerko here in the 4th. Ryan Rowland-Smith's given up 3 hits, struck out 1, has not walked anybody. You got the trivia question correct, Mike. Fly ball left field. Langerhans to his left. No problem. Makes the catch. Guys who have won, had those 300 strikeout seasons since Ryan retired in '93. Randy Johnson, 303 career wins. Curt Schilling, 216. and Pedro Martinez 219. So I'll ask you again, RJ and Norway Hall of Famer, that's done.
Right.
Kurt Schilling, Pedro.
Wow. I think Schilling.
Pedro had some dominant years too.
Dominant years, but Schilling really showed up in the postseason.
Sure,
I think,
that he did. Well, Pedro was with that first club, right? The 04. First Red Sox team. Wasn't he with them? Real sure he was. Matter of fact, I know he was.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Brzezinski popped out to Beltre's first time. Did he go? They checked down to Marvin Hudson. No, he didn't. 2-1. Those two guys come up and be a darn good debate.
What do you think?
I think they're both going to get in. I think Pedro was a dominant guy for a good run.
No
there.
question he was.
And certainly Schilling is helped by the World Series performances. And he pitched well in the World Series for the Phillies in '93.
He was terrific for the Diamondbacks.
That's right. Forget about that.
He and Randy together. That was a tough go.
Oh. 2-2. Mariners 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second. Lopez and Beltre picking up RBIs in the first inning, and then Ryan Langerhans sac fly in the second after Jojima led off with a double. Was moved to third on a Carp ground ball to the right side. Brzezinski showing the ability to fight off a lot of pitches. He did an unbelievable job last night.
You can see Ryan Roland Smith doing a nice job of mixing things up to him.
Back up the middle, and Brzezinski continues to swing the bat well. 8th leading hitter in the American League starting tonight. Bring up their power hitting first baseman Paul Konerko. 26 home runs, 83 runs batted in. Konerko in the top 5 in many of the slugging categories and hitting categories in White Sox history. Strike one from Ryan Roland Smith. Ryan has a lot of followers on Twitter, -18. Good pitch.
Good location for it too. Right on the outside corner, down in the zone.
Jamming, popped it up. Lopez giving way to Gutierrez. 2 outs. That's a big one. Konerko was 2 for 4 last night, 0 for 2 thus far. Here's Alexei Ramirez. Last time the White Sox were in, he was the one to hit that ground ball that ate up Adrian Beltre and knocked him out of action for some time. Adrian at one point with Ramirez up was in on the grass and then saw him back up. Don't blame him.
He has a terrific changeup going tonight. 81 miles an hour on the last pitch.
I think with the exception of that base hit he gave up to Dye, everything's been down, which has really been big. One and one. Josh Wilson flips to Lopez, inning over for the White Sox. They get Brzezinski aboard. That's it. Ryan Roland Smith doing a nice job. He's got a 3-0 lead. Well, some fans come to the ballpark. They know what they want. Ichiro fan there. I was laid off this morning. Please help. Birthdays. All right, Dad.
Like the hat.
Hey, the Ichiro 200 hit bat. Commemorate one of the greatest records in baseball history. As you know, he picked up his 200th hit, 9th consecutive season. That's a major league record. The bat 34 inches, has a 360-degree image of Ichiro around the barrel. 9 consecutive 200 hit seasons. Call BigTimeBats.com, 1-866-280-BATS. Bat sells for $129.95 plus shipping. Get the official Ichiro all-time consecutive 200 hit bat at www.bigtimebats.com. Here's Ramirez throwing across to get Beltre, 1 down. Carrasco, DJ Carrasco is the new pitcher for the Chicago White Sox. Wonder what the story is.
I would have to guess, watching the pitching coach and Ozzie speaking about things, they got Carrasco up awfully early. Something must have been wrong with Gavin Floyd, I'm guessing.
Floyd goes 3 innings, a 4-hit, 3-run ball, all earned, a walk and a strikeout. 42 pitches. Kenji Jojima. Say we'll hope to get a report. Hopefully he's okay. But only goes 42 pitches, 28 for strikes. Carrasco, a gangle of arms and legs coming at you. Inside. Kenji with a double to left. Maris gets another chance. Nice friendly hop. 2 down. But Carrasco's been a busy guy. First among relievers in the American League. 84 innings coming into tonight, and that's the most by a Sox reliever since Keith Polk ran up 105 1/3, and Sean Lowe 95.2 back in 1999. Like Carp. Picked up a productive out in the 2nd inning as he moved Jojima over to 3rd. Kenji had led off with a double. Carp drives one deep right field. Way back, and now he's going to watch it leave the yard. Home run by Carp. His first big league homer. 4-0 Mariners. Got it on an 0-1 pitch, and he crushed it.
It looked like a breaking ball. But right in the middle of the play. We talked about Carp. That's not right. Look at the guys in the dugout.
Take a look at what happens at the back end of this. Well, you talk about center cut. Oh, man. He unloaded. That is a good-looking swing. Guy drops it, and his buddy comes up with it. Hopefully they'll send somebody out there.
Now there comes a Carp in the dugout.
They ignored him. The other way, Langerhans blows one by Beckham. Langerhans takes a turn to slam on the brakes. So some 2-out action here by the Mariners. They gave Carp the old cold shoulder. Good for him. First big league homer. Sore left hip, we're being told, regarding the starter Gavin Floyd. Sore left hip. Josh Wilson looks at the ball. So the negotiation process is underway. Come on, kid, give it up. They give you a bat. Come on, it's his first big league homer. Shouldn't even be hesitating here. Give it to him. He'll give you something back. You'll have a friend for life, right?
That's right. Sure, he'd do a lot better.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Nice job by the staff. Come down to the clubhouse. Leave it for Mike. I'm sure Mike will give him a bat or two or something. What'd you give up for your first big league home run? Give up a bat or two?
Gave up an autographed baseball.
It's a cherished moment.
But let me just say this. It wasn't autographed from me. It was from Don Mattingly, who was my teammate at the time. I had him sign a ball. I gave that thing back to me quicker than I could get it out of my pocket.
You hit it at the stadium?
I hit it in Arlington, the old ballpark.
Mattingly autographing, but man, Mike Flowers, best players.
Well, I hit it in left field. Mel Hall was playing left field that night, and Mel went up to Don. He said, "Here, sign this ball. I want to get this kid the baseball back." So he traded it out.
Runner goes, swing and a miss, and Josh Wilson is gone. But a good inning for the Mariners. They get it done with 2 outs. And you got a Mike Carp home run, his first big league round tripper. It's 4-0 Mariners. By Metropolitan Appliance, the only appliance store you'll ever need, now open on Sundays. By Widmer Ordinary Brothers Extraordinary Beer. And by Taco Del Mar, home of the $4.99 Mondo Burrito. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers with you, Ryan Rollins Smith. 4-hit shutout. 4-0 lead. Jermaine Dye, Carlos Quentin, Alex Rios, 6, 7, and 8 here for the White Sox.
And so far, the Mariners are doing what we talked about. They're adding on 2 runs in the first and been able to add a couple more to it.
Trying to get a base hit his first time up. Hanging, breaking. That was scorched, but foul. Look out. JD's been with Oakland, Kansas City, and Atlanta. Sends one to center field. Gutierrez headed all the way, 1 out. Tomorrow it's the final U.S. Bank Mariners matinee of the season. Mariners wrap up the series with the White Sox. Come on out here, spend an afternoon with Ken Griffey Jr. Each your own the Mariners right here at Safeco Field. Get your tickets at mariners.com. Carlos Quentin, the hitter, bounced into a double play his first time. Fly ball. Short right field. Long run for Ichiro. Coming on. Coming on. Smothered it. Can't get it. They got him hung up. They got him all. He's dead meat. They got Carlos Quentin. He is out. 2 down. Single put out 9-3-6. Ozzie can't bear to look.
See, Ichiro had a long ways to come, can't get to it. Sees that he fell down after he hit first base, and boy, oh boy, nice break for the Mariners. Watch him try to stop and then just slips.
No, he's in trouble. And the reaction from their manager. It happens. Rios behind 0-2. Ryan Roland-Smith going right after. Center field. Gutierrez will have to play this one on a hot base hit. Rios 2 for 2, both hits to center field. We'll bring up Jason Nix. There's the pitch count for Mr. Roland-Smith. Good shape here. 2 outs in the 5th. Nick struck out on a 1-2 pitch first time. These White Sox, they know they got the work cut out for them. They're trailing here. They've seen Minnesota win, Detroit win, so they right now have a chance to lose a full game in the American League Central standings. Breaking ball and a beauty, just got a piece of it.
Ryan Roland-Smith, 60 pitches, 44 strikes, just 16 balls. He is on top of it tonight.
It's one of those game tapes you want to hand out to everybody else on the staff. Hey boys, here's how you want to do it. Josh Wilson can't get it, just under his glove, base hit.
Looks like Nix was jammed, but he finds a hole over on the left side of the infield.
2 on, 2 outs. FSN presents a big college football Saturday doubleheader, beginning with the undefeated Golden Hurricanes of Tulsa. They take on number 12 Oklahoma. Then it's off to Corvallis. The Rogers brothers in Oregon State do battle with 17th ranked the Cincinnati Bearcats out of the Big East. College football is back this Saturday on FSN and FSN HD. Two outs, 2 on, top of the order, Scott Podsednik. White Sox have out hit the Mariners 7-6. Podsednik 0 for 2. Grounded out the first, popped out the short. Good pitch. Quickly in front, 0-2. See if he can put him away. Rolled over on one. Lopez throws out Podsednik, and that'll do it. A couple of runners get on base. That will do it for the White Sox in the 5th. 4-0. Rick Riz will carry you the rest of the way. See you on the radio, everybody. 4-0 Mariners.
rewind. And welcome back to Safeco Field, everybody. Rick Riz along with Mike Blowers. The Mariners with a 4-0 lead. Blow going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Fine job by Ryan Rowland-Smith in the offense.
Ryan Rowland-Smith has been terrific tonight. He has everything working. He can throw that slow breaking ball early in counts. Great changeup tonight. Then the Mariners come out, take advantage of Gavin Floyd, who's having some issues with his hip. Score a couple of runs early, and now they're adding on, which is something that they did do last night. So it was nice to see that. Mike Carp, congratulations to him for hitting his first major league home run.
How about that? The big fish, Mike Carp, with a big home run to right center field. Ichiro bounces one foul off the catcher, A.J. Pierzynski. And the count is 1-2 on Ichiro. He's been aboard twice with a double. He scored in the first and walked in the 3rd inning. So Gavin Floyd lasted only 3 innings. Mike gave up 3 runs on 4 hits. Carrasco coming on in the bottom of the 4th inning, had 2 outs and nobody on when he gave up that home run to Carp. Ichiro fouls one away, or just swing and a miss, and it ricochets off of Pierzynski, picked up by Carrasco, and his throw to first is going to be in time for the out, so it's going to be a strikeout, and the put out goes, I guess, 2-1-3 because it hit off of the catcher Pierzynski.
Take another look at it. Ichiro with the swing, breaking ball down in the dirt. It went off the shin guard of Pierzynski and ran up the line. Ichiro didn't realize it right away and then took off. By then the pitcher comes over and makes the play.
The only other guy that can actually hit that pitch is Vladimir Guerrero. We've seen him do that. Center fielder Franklin Gutierrez, the hitter. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
You've often bragged about what a good cricket player you are, so you should be able to handle that.
I did. Lone outside, ball 1, 1 ball, and 1 strike. Vladimir told me early in the season, I asked him, I said, what do you go for pitches in the dirt? He played this game called Placo growing up as a kid in the Dominican Republic. So the pitcher has to hit a license plate or a crushed can in the dirt. The hitter has to hit it before the pitcher can hit the license plate in the can. So he's been doing that all his life. Swinging at those pitches.
Worked out pretty well for him, don't you think?
You better believe it. He swings at everything. Carrasco on in long relief. Gavin Floyd. Sidearm delivery. Strike 3 call. Gutierrez caught looking. So back-to-back strikeouts for DJ Carrasco here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Mariners lead by a score of 4-0. And that'll bring up second baseman Jose Lopez. Mike, here in the final few weeks of the season, this is a very, very important part of the year for manager Don Wakamatsu and the coaching staff and this ball club, because they want to finish with a winning season after being 40 games under 500 last year. I think the magic number for this ball club this year is 82, as in 82 wins.
And that's just a terrific turnaround. To turn things around that quick is, I definitely think that would be a nice number to have.
Lopez, tricky two-hopper, and it skips off the heel of the glove of third baseman Gordon Beckham and into left field. So Lopez on at first base. Man, this kid can play third.
Well, you can see this one coming, though, Rick. Watch him give a little bit of ground. He thought about coming in, which is what he should have done. And then he ends up in no man's land and no chance on that one, so that'll be an error.
That's where you get that extra top spin off the dirt, and pretty good hop. So an error on Beckham to make 2 great plays, Mike, in last night's game. 1 on 2 outs. 4-0 Mariners, and here's designated hitter Ken Griffey Jr. Ball 1. But 82 wins, Mike, would be absolutely an incredible accomplishment for this ball club. They've got a shot. They need to go 8-10 in the last 17 games. Excuse me, 8-9. Down and away, ball 2, 2-0 the count on Jr. who had a home run last night off of Freddie Garcia way back into the bleachers in right center field. Number 626 in his major league career, 5th all time. Junior with that little wiggle waggle of the bat. Checks his swing, didn't go. Ball 3-0. On deck right behind him is Adrian Beltre with an RBI single in the first inning. 3-1. Junior spent the last couple of months of last year with the White Sox. And that pitch is outside for ball 4. So Junior draws a walk, and the Mariners have runners and first and second with 2 outs. Last time Mike, he was having a little fun with A.J. Pierzynski and a pop-up that was foul out of playing the first base side with the Pierzynski at the rim.
What is he not having fun this year?
I was just going to say that. He's always having a good time with that guy right there. And A.J. stayed there at the rail for a little while talking to him. 2 on, 2 outs for Beltre. Inside for ball 1. Adrian, the RBI single to the right field, was thrown out at second, trying to stretch that single into a double. In the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Mariners 4 runs on 6 hits. White Sox no runs on 7. But Roland Smith has scattered those. Ball 3. 3-0 the count.
And the Mariners 3 for 8 with men in scoring position so far.
Get them when they count. Strike 3-1. You're right, Mike. You got to play add-on, a chance to pick up a run right here. Into the gap in right center field. Dye on the run, and he's there. Gets there in time to make the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left on after 5 innings of play. The Mariners 4, the White Sox nothing.
FSN, The Tracer is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Mariners 4 and the Chicago White Sox nothing. Welcome back, everybody. We go to the top half of the 6th inning here at Safeco Field. The roof has been closed the entire night. Had some nasty clouds, Mike, outside the ballpark. Something going on. Something good going on inside the ballpark, Mike, and it's that guy right there, Ryan Roland Smith.
He's been terrific so far. Very efficient with his pitch count. Just 64 pitches so far, Rick.
Beckham with a swing and a pop-up on a play in the first base side. 0-1 on Beckham. And he put it all together toward the end of his stay down at Tacoma. His last 4 starts, he was 4-0 with a 1.69 ERA. There's that off-speed pitch and a beauty. Beckham out in front of it, 0-2 the count.
And again, you look at the efficiency, 66 pitches, 50 of them for strikes, just 16 balls.
Down and in for ball 1, 1 ball to 1 strike. Ryan in 11 starts, only 19 walks on the year with the Mariners. In his last 3 starts, Mike, only 3 walks, 1 in each outing against Kansas City, Oakland, and the Angels. And you just don't hurt yourself when you don't walk anymore.
Well, it's that, and I think you also either have to pitch ahead in counts, or if you fall behind, have the ability to throw the changeup or a breaking ball. You can't just
back up the middle near the bag. Lopez, he's got the time. Strong throw to first in time to get Beckham 1 away. And I don't know if that may be Nick Ryan Rowland-Smith on the way.
I don't know
out
if he
there.
touched it or not. I couldn't tell on that, but I know this, that you can't consistently get behind in counts and throw fastballs in the middle of the plate. You just can't do it. And that's something that Ryan has been able to do, and that is pitch ahead, or if he's behind, off-speed pitches to get himself out of some trouble.
And a lot of times, Mike, he's getting out in front right away with that slow curveball.
That's stealing a strike is what he's doing with that pitch.
A.J. Pierzynski.
A lot of hitters come up there and they want to hit a fastball, and he throws that pitch up there, just kind of flips it at 72 miles an hour, and they're going to take it. The thing is, you have to be able to throw it for a strike, and he has been able to do that. Another really good breaking ball.
Swing and a miss by Pierzynski as the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a look at that ground ball back up the middle.
Nope, I don't think it touched him. He hit the mound and just bounced up.
Lopez was right there to make the play out at second base. Strike on the outside corner at the knees.
Look at the location of that pitch. Not much. AJ's having a terrific year, hitting .316. He won't be able to do much with that pitch, a breaking ball just off the plate.
But he was around the plate, and when you're doing that, Mike, throwing strikes like Ryan is tonight, you're going to get that pitch.
Well, or you expand the plate like that, and you get guys that they get over anxious because they don't want to fall behind. And they start swinging at some pitches off the plate.
3-2. Ground ball out to shortstop. Josh Wilson scoops it up, and Pierzynski is out number 2. Well, time now for Vanderbank building to the future. About Donnie Hume at Class A, High Desert. Last 10 starts, Mike, 8-0 record, and he's 17-5. 17 wins. High Desert in the playoffs. Donnie Hume is pitching that ball game, a 17-game winner in the minor leagues. Here's Paul Konerko with a swing and a miss, off-speed pitch, and the count 0-1. Fine catch by Langerhans in left field, and a pop-up by Konerko in the second. He's also flying out to Gutierrez in center field. 1-1. Mike, the other thing you got to like about Ryan is the way that he works. He doesn't waste any time between pitches.
He definitely. That's the one thing that I noticed right away when he came back. He's never been a slow worker, but he's really picked the pace up.
Changeup swung on and missed by Konerko. 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Ryan in his last 3 starts has gone 8 innings, and 7 innings, getting deep into games. He's got 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Fouled away by Konerko, and the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And in those last 3 starts, he's 1-2 with a 3.52 ERA. And in 2 of the 3 starts, Mike, the Mariners were shut out. 1 hitter by Zach Greinke of the Royals, and a 5-hit shutout by John Lackey in his last start against the Angels down in Anaheim. Fouled away in the first base side, and it's still 2-2 on Konerko. in between those two starts. He won 6-3 down in Oakland against the A's. It's low, ball 3, full count 3-2. On deck, shortstop Alexi Ramirez. Mariners up 4-0. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and a fly ball into left center field. Over in plenty of time. Franklin Gutierrez is there. Makes the catch for the out. And Ryan Rowland-Smith has the White Sox shut out through his 6 innings of work. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Mariners lead Chicago 4-0. Better banking. Part of the crowd around Safeco Field tonight. Temperatures starting to cool off a little bit as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Mariners leading the White Sox by a score of 4-0 behind the pitching of Ryan Rowland-Smith. Catcher Kenji Jojima will lead off the bottom of the 6th, followed by Mike Carp and then Ryan Langerhans. Breaking ball is inside on Kenji. Ball 1, who doubled and scored back in the 2nd. He's also grounded out to Ramirez and short. Ground ball down the line, foul. 1-1. Line drive, left field line. This one is going to be a fair ball into the corner. Up with the ball is Pasendic. It's a throw in to keep Kenji to a leadoff single. His 2nd base hit tonight. Brings up first baseman Mike Carp. And Mike, it's time to give away some rally fries.
We saw this sign a little bit earlier in the game, and I felt like here's Lindsay. She's going to deliver the fries to these young guys. They said that their parents won't cut their hair until they get some rally fries, so I figured school has started. We need to clean them up a little bit. Look at that hair.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're ready for the haircut. And the sign worked.
There you go.
Enjoy the fries, kids. Here's Mike Carp with his first major league home run his last time up in the 4th inning. 0-1 the count on Carp. The big fish with a big hit, Mike Carp. He had 15 home runs down at Tacoma, and he now has #1 in the big leagues. That was off of Carrasco, who delivers inside for ball 1, 1-1. What was your first home run off of?
Charlie Hough.
Knuckleball.
Yep.
One on, nobody out. Big swing and a miss, 1-2. Did you get the ball back?
Yes, I did.
Good.
It was in the old ballpark in Arlington.
Always something special. First home run. On a play on the third base side, and the count is still 1-2. How about the reception that Mike got inside the dugout? They ignored him.
Yeah, that was great. Well, you know, when he hit it, I think it was just before he even reached first base. I saw Junior grabbing all the guys and having them run down to the other end.
Yeah. He's the guy that is in charge of all the fun and games. And the king of shenanigans inside the clubhouse.
They were talking to Mike before the game started, and he was talking about how being a rookie and some of the stuff that you have to deal with as a rookie. Is what's one of the mistakes you made? And he said, well, in Arlington during all those rain delays.
Right side ground ball up to the ball is Nix down to second to get one. They get the force on Kenji at second. Carp is safe at first base on a fielder's choice. Mike, here's a look at the reception after that home run. Just the coaches are there, but his teammates aren't there. Nobody's there. Here's a pitch to Langerhans. Carp is still inside the dugout. Where's everybody? And here they come. All right, guys, way to go. Led by Junior. Congratulations.
Well, Junior was giving him a hard time down in Arlington because Junior had fallen asleep on the couch, and so did Mike Carp right next to him. And he said, rookie, you can't get away with that.
I can't, but you can't. That was a long day.
It was a long day.
Oh, man.
Bunch of rain and then a doubleheader.
Long 3 days down in Texas. Finally got that doubleheader in on Sunday night. Langerhans with a sky-high fly ball right center field over his Jermaine Dye, and he gets there to make the catch. Second out of the inning. Carp heads on back to first base. 4-0 Mariners. Bottom half of the sixth. Say Ichiro T-shirt night is set for this Saturday when the Mariners beat the Yankees and the first 15,000 fans take home a limited edition T-shirt thanks to Sawto Pharmaceutical. Come out to Safeco Field and watch Ichiro and the Mariners host the Bronx Bombers. Good seats are still available, but they're going fast. For tickets, visit mariners.com. A lot of Ichiro fans here at the ballpark. Shortstop Josh Wilson, the hitter. One on, 2 outs. Into left center field on the run. Alex Rios, after a late start, reaches out and makes the catch for out number 3. And after 6 innings of play here at Safeco, it's the Mariners 4 and the White Sox nothing.
Baseball on FSN is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, bringing you classic rock with Three Dog Night in Kansas, October 10th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com.
Top half of the 7th inning, the Mariners leading the White Sox 4-0. Alexi Ramirez will lead it off for Chicago, and he takes a pitch down and in from Ryan Roland Smith, ball 1. And he's thrown only 84 pitches. Ramirez shortens up the bunt, takes a strike, and the count is even at 1.
Nothing new to see him pitching in the 7th or 8th inning, is it?
Very consistent now. 4 starts in a row, Mike. Ball 2-2-1. He's been very efficient with his pitches, throwing strikes. What does that do to the White Sox ball club? I don't know what their game plan was offensively, but they knew. I mean, they have this kind of report. Only 3 walks his last 3 starts.
Well, they've changed a couple different times watching them come through the lineup because of what Ryan's doing. But the thing that's nice that we're seeing tonight from Ryan is he has been changing right along with them. They're trying to be aggressive, then he comes back and he starts throwing change-ups and breaking balls.
And that's inside for ball 4. So Ramirez with a walk, and that's the first walk given up by Ryan Rowland-Smith. And it comes here in the 7th inning. Say Portland Timbers Soccer returns to FSN tomorrow night. The United Soccer League's regular season champs will be taking on the Cleveland City Stars from PGE Park in Portland. Live coverage begins at 7:30 right here on FSN. Right fielder Jermaine Dye, 1 on, nobody out. Line drive, base hit, right center field, down to second. Ramirez on a single by Dye. Up for the ball is Gutierrez. The White Sox have 2 on with nobody out here in the 7th inning.
Look at the swing by Dye, who had been struggling coming into the game. 0 for his last 20. He has a couple of hits in this game now.
And that's not Jermaine Dye, Mike. I mean, he's been so consistent year after year after year.
Everybody can struggle. Everybody can struggle. Rick, he still has a nice year, going 25 home runs on the years.
Here's designated hitter Carlos Quinton, who had that base hit dropped in front of Ichiro as Ichiro went sliding for that ball down the right field line. But then as he made the turn at first base, slipped and fell, went down, and Ichiro got the throw into first baseman Mike Carp. They got Quinton in the rundown, and they got him. Popped up behind home plate. Kenji off with a mask, but this one is out of play. And the count is 0-2 on Quinton. You guys had a shot of manager Azagian of the White Sox, and he was just kind of frustrated after that happened. White Sox are trying to hang in there in the American League Central. 5.5 out starting play behind the Detroit Tigers. Minnesota 4.5 out. They're going to have to try to do it without Justin Morneau. There's a pop up foul first base side, and that's going to be out of play. And it's still 0-2 on Quinton.
Carrasco might be finished for the White Sox. Scott Linebrink is up out in the White Sox bullpen.
Linebrink getting ready. And Miguel Batista warming up for the Mariners. Miguel worked the top of the 9th inning last time. Scoreless 9th. Up and away. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ryan looking for a ground ball. White Sox hit into a double play back in the 2nd. Down and in. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count on Quinton.
Nice play by Kenji.
7 outs on the ground. Mike 8 in the air. 1 strikeout along the way for Ryan Rowland-Smith. In the air to right field and fairly deep, going back is Ichiro near the warning track. Now on the track, he's there to make the catch. Tagging at second, heading for third, and making it is Ramirez, but the throw to second will keep Dye at first base, and the double play is still in order. So Quinton flies out, runners at first and third, 1 away. Let's take a look at our Cabot Woodstain's legendary performance on this date. Back in 1960, Warren Spahn no-hit the Philadelphia Phillies and fanned 15 at the age of 39. Warren Spahn. Most wins by a left-hander in Major League history, 363. Alex Rios with a swing and a miss, 0-1. Rios really struggling since coming over from the Toronto Blue Jays, but he's 2 for 2 tonight. Double play depth. Wilson at short, Lopez at second. Breaking ball, strike, and it's 0-2. Pitch count by inning for Ryan. Up and away, ball one, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Where would a good spot be for Ryan to go to try to get a ground ball from Rios, Mike?
I think his changeup. I like his changeup, and the biggest reason why he's been able to keep it down in the game tonight, for the most part, his changeups have been down in the zone, and for a right-hander here, having that pitch run away from you.
Ball 2, 2-2.
A lot of times you have a tendency to get out in front of that and roll over on it, get you a nice ground ball to shortstop.
That's what he's looking for right here. 4-0 Mariners lead. Sox have runners at first and third, 1 out here in the 7th. Little tapper on in front of the plate, picked up by Kenji. Checks the runner at third, throws to first in time to get Rios. He got the ground ball. It was right out in front of the plate, and on the plate, Dive will get down to second. But Kenji had time to freeze. Ramirez at third base, 2 outs in the inning.
Well, it's a changeup, and you can see Rios reaches for it. He just doesn't hit it hard enough for a double play. But Kenji gets an easy out at first base, holds the runner at third.
That's the pitch you were looking for. That's the pitch that Rios got. So he's a big second out for Roland Smith. And here's second baseman Jason Nix, who's 1 for 2 with a single to left field. Ryan out of Newcastle, Australia, signed as a free agent with the ball club. Bounce foul on the third base side. And that off-speed breaking ball was in on his hands. The only thing that Nix could do was hit it foul.
Well, a couple of breaking balls in this at bat. I wouldn't be surprised to see if he straightens him up with a good fastball up and in. He try to open up the outer part of the plate again.
Been doing a nice job, Mike, of working both sides of the plate and changing speeds. And it's outside, out and away for ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. On at third, Ramirez. Jermaine Dion at second, but there's 2 outs. Ball 2, 2-2. Ryan was 5-3 with the ball club last year. He had 47 appearances, 12 games as a starter. Came up a few years ago. His first strikeout in the major leagues was Ken Griffey Jr. when Jr. was with the Reds in early play. And a swing and a miss by Nix for strike 3, and that'll end the inning. Ryan Roland Smith gets out of a jam, and the White Sox leave 2 runners stranded in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch. Time 4-0 Mariners lead. Washington and want to remind you to get your 3-a-day of dairy every day. Crowd here at Safeco Field enjoying a 4-0 Mariner lead behind the pitch of Ryan Roland Smith, who got himself out of a jam in the top half of the 7th inning. We go to the bottom of inning number 7, and manager Ozzie Guillen will go to his bullpen to get right-hander Scott Linebrink who takes over in relief. He'll face Ichiro, Franklin Gutierrez, and Jose Lopez. Let's take a look at our request high-speed pitch. Ryan Rowland-Smith is fastest with that fastball at 92 miles an hour. DJ Carrasco, the reliever, got a fastball at 93. And now he's on to the ball game. Carrasco goes 3 innings, gives up 1 run on 3 hits. A home run to Mike Carp, his first home run in the major leagues. Here's Ichiro, who had a double leading things off in the first. And he's 1 for 2, and he scored a run. Up and away, ball 1. Fly ball, straightaway center field, right at Rios, who comes in just a few steps to make the catch. 1 away. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. The Mariners have 1 more game with the White Sox. Game time tomorrow is 3:40, by the way. 3:40 tomorrow afternoon. Then Mike, the Bronx Bombers come to town over the weekend for 3.
Time change on the game on Saturday, 7:10.
So 7:10 on Saturday, not 6:10, 7:10. And then it's on the road, Mike, for the final road trip of the year. I can't believe it.
A couple games in Tampa who are struggling. Tampa Bay has really been struggling. Then off to Toronto for 4.
He's back home for the final homestand against the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. Franklin Gutierrez with a strike, and the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. And I think everybody's happy, even though it was such a struggle to get those 2 games in on Sunday because of the bad weather and all the rain. Oh, no doubleheaders at the end of the regular season here against Texas, or the possibility they were talking about having the Mariners go back to Texas at the end of the regular season for a game or 2. Mariners came away with a split of the doubleheader on Sunday. Felix Hernandez
won the series.
2 games to 1. Fouled away by Gutierrez. 2-2 the count in Franklin. So it's tough, but they got all 3 games in. 3 nasty days down in Arlington, Texas. And you just don't see that kind of bad weather over that long a stretch of time.
No, not in Arlington. Normally they have thunderstorms that come through in less than an hour and a half. And you get to play some baseball, but that wasn't the case this time.
Up and in, full count, 3-2. On deck, second baseman Jose Lopez. Popped up, shallow right field, going out to second baseman. Nick's dive coming in. Jermaine takes over, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Well, time now for our U.S. Marine Corps leaders of the game. How about Felix Hernandez, the second youngest Mariner player to reach 15 wins in a season. Dave Fleming, at the age of 22, won 17 games.
Dave Fleming, good cutter. Left-hander.
I think he did that back in, what, 92? Jose Lopez with a pop-up down the left field side, and this one is going to be a foul ball into the crowd. Long run for Pacetic, and it's only 1 on Lopez. But what a year for Felix. You've got to include Felix in the talk about the Cy Young Award, along with Zach Greinke,
CC Sabathia.
Yeah, 17 wins already for the Yankees. Justin Verlander. What a year for Felix. Outside to Lopez, ball 1, 1-1. Tomorrow afternoon, Brandon Morrow will get the start against John Danks, as we mentioned, a 3:40 start time. Looks like we're going to see Adam Moore make his major league debut. Young catcher just called up from Tacoma, lined into right field, a base hit the other way for Jose Lopez, his second base hit tonight. 1 out with 2 outs. So, Mr. Blowers, do you think Mr. Moore is going to get any sleep tonight?
Not much. Not much at all. But he won't be tired at all when he shows up to the ballpark tomorrow.
Not a bit.
It's a special time, and all these guys, when they get their first chance to play, you get the call up, and then you get the chance to get in the lineup for the first time.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Here's designated hitter Ken Griffey Jr. It is in the dugout right now. Adam Moore chance to watch a few games. Pitch outside off the glove of Pierzynski and down to second. Heads up play by Lopez. The Mariners have a man aboard in scoring position. That's going to be a pass ball charged to Pierzynski. And it's 1-0 the count on Junior. Griffey is lined out to left. Bounced out to second baseman Jason Nix, and he walked in the 5th inning. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Good to see Matt Tuiasosopo back with the ball club. Along with Garrett Olson, all three called up a few days ago. Ground ball right at Nix at second base. Scoops it up. And he gets Junior at first. That'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a man left on after 7 innings of play. We go to the top half of the 8th hour score. The Mariners 4 and the White Sox nothing.
On FSN, The Tracer is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
4-0 Mariners lead as we go to the top half of the 8th inning. How you doing, folks? Welcome to Safeco Field. There's a Philly fan right there. Phillies defending World Series champions. Scott Pasetnik will lead things off. Ryan Rowland-Smith working into the 8th inning. Fly ball deep left center field on the run. Franklin Gutierrez reaches out and he makes the catch. Holy smokes, fine running catch by Franklin Gutierrez. Just kind of gliding farther out to his right toward left center field. Mike flags it down, 1 away. Time now for the Coors Light freeze cam. Look at this. Pasetnik walks into the pitch, Mike.
I've seen that before. He's done that a few times. Guessing he's going to get a changeup. Hit it well. But Gutierrez with the long strides is able to run it down. That ball slicing away from him, too. Man, he covered a lot of ground.
That's our Coors Light freeze cam. Good shot on both ends, guys. And the swing and that extra step by Pasetnik, and the catch by Gutierrez. Gordon Beckham, the rookie third baseman, with a swing and a foul back, and the count is 0-2.
So many times, Rick, we've seen it. Pitchers on both sides, doesn't matter. It's just basically across baseball. They get through their inning. They have over 100 pitches. That means they're done. I love the fact that Don Wakamatsu ran it back out there.
Well hit left field. Going back to the ball. Ryan Langerhans to the wall. Looks up. Gone. Goodbye baseball. Gordon Beckham with his 12th home run of the year, and he didn't come up to the big leagues this year until June the 1st. He was at AAA Charlotte, but there goes the shutout bid for Ryan Rowland-Smith. It's now the Mariners 4 and the White Sox 1. Man, this kid is something special.
They like him a lot. They absolutely like him a lot. Looks like it's a hanging changeup, one of the few mistakes that Ryan has made in the game, right in the middle of the plate. And as you mentioned, he came up late this year, but already has 12 home runs for the White Sox.
A.J. Pierzynski with a strike, 0-1. I mean, this kid was playing college ball last year at the University of Georgia. He was the White Sox First round pick. There are the numbers for Ryan Rowland-Smith. Laced foul on the first base side, and it's 0-2 on Pierzynski. And I was talking with Darren Jackson, one of the announcers on radio for the White Sox. The Sox just love this kid because, number one, he gets to the big leagues, Mike, so quickly. So there's a lot of adjustments to make right there. Then he's normally a shortstop. He's got to make the adjustment to play third base. He's done a nice job there. Pierzynski bounces one easy two-hopper from Mike Carp at first. Says, I'll take it myself, and he does. Pierzynski is out 2 down. Brings up Paul Konerko. It'll be Brandon Morrow against John Danks tomorrow afternoon. Remember, game time is 3:40. We'll take the air at 3 o'clock. Final game of the series. Brandon coming off a win his last time out. Here's Paul Konerko. Ball 1. Each side with a home run tonight. Beckham for the White Sox. Mike Carp for the Mariners, his first major league home run. Out of play on the first base side, and it's 1-1 on Konerko. He's 0 for 3. He's flied out 3 times. Langerhand's a nice catch back in the second. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch again by Ryan. Konerko way out in front of it. Broken bat looper on a hop to the first baseman Carp. He goes to the back for the out on Konerko. That will retire the side. The barrel of the bat went flying into the stands on the third base side. Konerko's out number 3. White Sox a run on the home run by Beckham. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Mariners lead 4-1. As we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, say, friends, commemorate one of the greatest records in sports history with this officially licensed Ichiro 9 consecutive 200-hit season full-size photo bat. The bat measures 34 inches and has a 360-degree image of Ichiro around the barrel of the bat. The bat has the words 9 consecutive 200-hit seasons and is limited to 5,000 individually numbered bats. Call BigTimeBats.com at 1-866-280-BATS. The bat sells for $129.95 plus shipping. You can see the official Ichiro all-time consecutive 200-hit bat at www.bigtimebats.com or call 1-866-280-BATS. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Johnny Nunez, the new pitcher for the White Sox, has appeared in only 4 games. Bottom of the 8th, Adrian Beltre to lead it off. And a strike called 0-1. 4-1 Mariners. White Sox getting a run in the top half of the 8th on Gordon Beckham's 12th home run of the season. Beltre fouls one away and the count is 0-2. Johnny Nunez, young player, was the victim of an old prank. Somebody blew a bubble and stuck it on Johnny's hat while they were stretching, and then they started running, and Johnny had the big bubble on top of his head.
Never seen that one before.
Yeah. It's a new one. I don't think so. They've been doing that ever since I think they invented bazooka bubble gum. 1-2 to Beltray. Way outside, ball 2, 2-2. All kinds of tricks. David Ardswell warming up down in the bullpen. Worked the top half of the ninth inning. What a performance tonight by Ryan Rowland-Smith. Fly ball straightaway center field. Rio started back. Now he retraces his steps, comes in and makes the catch. Beltray flies out, 1 away. Say a smoother, quieter, greener way to travel. Ride Sound Transit's link light rail from Tukwila to Seattle with 10 stops along the way. Here's Kenji Georgia. Rick Riz along with Mike Blowers and our producer up here in the booth, associate director Robbie Nielsen. Our statistician Chris, sound guy Bubba. Kenji with a drive way back to left field, down the line, foul. At the distance, the count is 0-1 on Kenji. Georgia already 2 hits tonight, including a double and a run scored back in the second. He just tossed a baseball out of the field. Picked up by Ramirez, tosses it to Posednik, who missed it. Getting booed by the crowd here at Safeco Field. Scotty tracks it down to the warning track, tosses it to one of the relievers for the White Sox in the bullpen. Outside, ball 1 ball and 1 strike. Down and away, gets away from Pierzynski. 2-1. Johnny Nunez taken over in relief. Scott Linebrink went 1 inning, gave up a hit, no runs. Pops straight up, off with a mask. Here's Pierzynski. He's right there, and he makes the catch. Man, that was a fly ball in an elevator shaft. Straight up and straight down. So 2 outs for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Say, friends, create your very own Mariners collectible using your favorite photos at the photo store at Mariners.com in 3 easy steps. You can make sure your very own Mariner memory is made. Visit Mariners.com today. Lefty Randy Williams being summoned in from the Chicago White Sox bullpen. A pitching change coming up. Mariners leading 4-1. We'll be back after this timeout. The bottom of the 8th inning, 2 outs, nobody on. Say this Sunday, join us right here at Safeco Field when the Mariners host the Yankees. The first 15,000 fans will take home a Safeco Field 10th anniversary reusable grocery bag with a certificate inside for a free energy efficient light bulb courtesy of Seattle City Light. For tickets, visit Mariners.com. New pitcher for the White Sox, left-hander Randy Williams to face Mike Carp. Games for Williams, who delivers down and away to Mike for ball 1. Carp a big night, 1 for 3. His first major league home run off of DJ Carrasco back in the 4th inning. And 15 home runs at Tacoma this year. 1-1. Tell you what, Mike, a lot of folks were impressed with this kid when we saw him at spring training down in Peoria, Arizona in March. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Here's a look at his first major league home run. Right center field, number 1 in the big leagues. Down and away to Mike, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mike was a number of the players involved in that trade early in November between the Mariners and the Mets and also Cleveland Indians. Coming over along with Endy Chavez and Aaron Heilman, the pitcher, was involved in that trade. Pop up left side of the infield. The shortstop Alexi Ramirez underneath it. And he makes a catch for the final out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. We go to the top half of the 9th hour score. Mariners 4 and the Chicago White Sox 1. Form and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Mariners 4 and the Chicago White Sox 1 as we go to the top half of the 9th inning. And Mike Blowers, that is going to be it for Ryan Rowland-Smith, who was outstanding.
He had a terrific night tonight. Had everything working for him. Nice changeup, as you saw right there. Threw enough fastballs inside to keep the guys honest. But really, a pretty easy game for him. Made just the one mistake to Beckham, who hit the home run off of him. But terrific performance by Ryan.
So Ryan Rowland-Smith goes 8 innings for the 3rd time in his last 4 starts. The only time that he didn't, he went 7 innings in his last start down in Anaheim against the Angels. So another nice outing for Ryan Rowland-Smith. And again, here are the numbers for Ryan. 116 pitches, 8 innings, 1 run, 1 walk, and he struck out 2. David Aardsma, yes, in a safe situation, a 3-run lead, and leading things off, Alexi Ramirez backs away, ball 1. Ramirez with a base hit, a single back in the 2nd. He's 1 for 2. Strike, and it's 1-1. right to Jose Lopez at second base. Vacuums it up, and there's out number one. Ramirez bounces out here in the top half of the ninth inning.
Take a look at the numbers for David Artsma this year. 74 strikeouts and 63 2/3 innings. Opponent's average just 191, Rick.
How about that? He's been so consistent. Artsma 34 saves on the year. This guy wasn't close to the first month of the season. Right fielder Jermaine Dye. Strike 0-1 and a whole lot of first pitch strikes tonight, Mike.
I think that was the biggest key for Ryan Rowland-Smith. Did a nice job of staying ahead of hitters. Talked about the 116 pitches that he threw. 81 of them for strikes tonight.
Real nice ratio of balls to strikes. Getting out in front was the key, and then putting the hitters away for Ryan. The 0-2 to Dye, fouled away off to our right, and the count is still 0-2. Dye with a couple of singles, 2 for 3. Of the plate, bounces away from Kenji. Kenji jogs him to the backstop and right back to Kenji. 1-2 on Dye. Aaron is 2 outs away from evening up the series. Last night the White Sox won 6-3. Freddie Garcia, the ex-Mariner, got the win to go 2-2. He started off the year in the Mets organization, was released after 2 starts. AAA popped off. Right side, foul ground. Mike Carp gets over there in plenty of time, and he squeezes it for out number 2. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Carlos Quinton, the DH. And tomorrow, game time 3:40. We'll take there at 3. Brandon Morrow will get the start for the Mariners, and John Danks, the starter for the White Sox. And it looks like Adam Moore, just called up from Tacoma, will make his major league debut as Brandon Morrow's catcher. They work together. There's a look at Brandon. Carlos Quinton, the hitter. Fans on their feet. 16,596 tonight, and the first pitch is strike, 0-1. So David Artsma trying to put a bow on this one. Aaron is looking for their 75th win. A swing and a foul back by Quinton, and the count is 0-2. Aaron is a handful of wins away from putting together an overall winning season. They need that 82nd win with 16 games left in the regular season. The 0-2, and it misses for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. What a turnaround it has been from last year. Fans on their feet. Line drive, left field line, fouled in and out of the seats. Watch it down there, and the ball ricochets out to the left fielder Ryan Langerhans. And it's still 1-2 on Quinton. David Artsma, man who's #1 in the baseball encyclopedia with that name that starts off with AA, trying to throw the final pitch tonight. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and he does. He strikes out Carlos Quinton for the final out of the ball game, and the Mariners beat the White Sox by a score of 4-1. And Mike Lauer's big story tonight, Ryan Rowland-Smith, and this kid right here, Mike Carp, his first major league home run.
Ryan Rowland-Smith, again, somebody to get excited about as you look forward to next year. Ryan Rowland-Smith tonight, terrific 8 innings pitch, gives up just the 1 solo home run. Overall, though, Rick,